It's time for your statewide Alabama weathercast.
And a happy birthday to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It was on this date back in 1970 that NOAA was created by the federal government. And on that date, the U.S. Weather Bureau became the National Weather Service. So happy birthday to NOAA and many more. Now, this image of the day, a fun one, came in from Karen Gillespie in Gardell. She submitted it on the Alabama Weather Network website on the weather tip of the day. These are persimmon seeds. You may know this folklore. If you don't, it's kind of cool, but it supposedly foretells what kind of winter is to come. When you cut the seed in half and look at the what's in the middle of it, the embryo, if you see a spoon, that indicates a snowy winter. You're going to need a shovel to shovel the snow. Well, that's what I see here, and so does Karen. So maybe we're going to have a snowy winter. If you see a fork, it means a mild winter with just little, if any, snow. If you see a knife, it means a cold winter with a cutting, icy wind. But I see a spoon, so maybe there's hope for some snow this year. No scientific basis to that. For sure. No snow this weekend. The Greek Food Festival, south side of Birmingham. Heading over there in just a few minutes. Make sure you if you're in Birmingham, get a chance to check it out this weekend. Some great food Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Basically 10:30 in the morning till 9:30 each day. These are the 6 p.m. forecasts if you're heading over. Temperatures in the upper 70s. Beautiful, partly cloudy skies. Should be a great time to enjoy some fabulous Greek food and entertainment on Birmingham's South Side. Skywatcher reports across the state on this Friday morning. Vic Bell and Steve Jones checking in at 52 this morning. Jordan Housen reported 54. Angie Thompson in Blount County 56. And Joshua Vest and Moody checking in this morning with 58. We appreciate all of our Skywatchers. You can become one at SpanSkywatchers.com. Temperatures across the state at this hour. Got a few stragglers in the upper 60s. It won't be long. They'll be in the 70s, heading for the 80s today. This is our SkyCam tour. Blue skies over North Alabama here at Huntsville. As we go south to Mount Cheaha, you got a few cirrus and cirrostratus clouds, making for a beautiful sky. Heading on south to Orange Beach on the Alabama coast, we've got a lot more cloudiness as a surge of moisture moves in on the beaches and into the southern part of Alabama. And going back up to Dozier there in Crenshaw County, again, a mix of high and mid-level clouds there. You can see on the satellite picture that surge of moisture up into the state, bringing the clouds up into Alabama. You can see the northwest part of the state, really immune to that so far, but and we'll see that through the day. Much of the state becoming partly sunny. We've had dry air over the state, indicated in the water vapor imagery by these orange tones, but that's changing. Moisture levels are increasing. That's not really going to mean much in terms of sensible weather, except it'll feel a little more humid. Already does now. Places like Geneva, the dew point's up to 64. That certainly feels more muggy than it does at Huntsville, where the dew point is 55. Dew point at Atmore up to 63 degrees. This hour, skies becoming partly sunny to mostly cloudy over much of the Alabama today. Only the northwest corner of the state will remain mostly sunny. Temperatures will warm into the 80s across all of Alabama. Here you'll see just a tiny isolated speck of a shower here and there. Should not be a problem. Beautiful night for high school football. Your game should be dry no matter where you are. Can't rule out an isolated shower, so check the AWN app and the radar just in case, but not expecting any problems overnight with mostly cloudy skies through the overnight hours. Temperatures will only fall back into the generally the mid and upper 60s for overnight lows. And it'll be a nice start to your Saturday. Now, we're watching this wave moving off of the coast of Africa. We're watching this low here near the Bahamas. Those two systems are what are being tracked by the National Hurricane Center. The Hurricane Center gives this system right here about a 10% development chance as it moves across the peninsula and perhaps into the eastern Gulf. This system here, as it moves into the central Atlantic, the main development region, Hurricane Center giving it about a 40% chance of development. Now, this is the 5-day forecast off the GFS. Basically showing, very little, if anything, today. Really very little, if anything, tomorrow, except perhaps over the Florida Panhandle counties, extreme southern parts of Alabama. That's going to change a little bit on Sunday, especially over southwestern portions of Alabama, where we could see a 40 to 50% rain chance. With that Gulf disturbance moving to the northwest. We don't expect it to develop into anything significant, but it could bring a few rain showers. Monday, it's inland, but we'll feel the effects of the increased moisture. A few showers still across much of the state, but rain chances will be a little less than those of Sunday. Tuesday, skies become a little more partly cloudy. We'll see a little more sunshine. An isolated shower is not out of the question, but rain chances certainly go down. They'll increase a little bit on Wednesday as a frontal system tries to approach from the north. And then by Thursday, it looks like that frontal system might settle into the northern part of the state, perhaps increasing rain chances for the northern third of Alabama. Now, your 7-day forecast for the northern part of Alabama looks like this. Temperatures are going to be generally in the lower to middle 80s. Overnight lows are going to be warming back into the 60s with the more humid conditions there. The best chances for rain are going to come on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now, for South Alabama, temperatures again continuing in the 80s in the daytimes. Overnight lows are going to be in the middle and upper 60s with the best chances of rain coming on Sunday and Monday, tapering back for Tuesday, and we've pretty much removed them from the forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. That's your statewide weather forecast update here on the Alabama Weather Network.